Mindhunter by John E. Douglas and Mark Olshaker is a nonfiction book that was the inspiration for the Netflix TV show. I still haven't seen it. It's on my list though. But I wanted to check out this book because I have a new goal of reading one nonfiction book a month. So I wanted to do that. So this book is pretty dark. I wasn't expecting, I don't really know what I was expecting, but yeah, this book is pretty heavy in terms of the sexual and physical violence. Definitely a trigger warning for anyone who's squeamish. I listened to it on audiobook, so it was a lot more visceral because it was like having someone tell you the story basically rather than reading it. And for me, that felt a little bit more visceral and more, you know, in my face because I was listening to it. But there are some really sick fucks out there. They're just they're all these terrible people with wiring wrong, and he goes into full detail for some of them. It's basically just a little bit of biography in there for himself and Johnny Douglas, and about his health troubles, also how he started out and how he became to join the FBI. And then mostly it's just him going off on the different cases, some more interesting than others, but some you get to learn some really interesting things, like there's a trifecta of behavior that psychopaths have in their youth. Arson is one of them, bedwetting, and then cruelty to animals. So we often see cruelty to animals done. It's become a bit of a cliche when you watch a movie or show where that happens nowadays. But it was interesting to also learn about police procedural and FBI stuff, how they do their behavioral analysis. You know, if you've seen Criminal Minds, it almost feels like they have magic powers, but it's really just psychology and just hard training and just, you know, it basically really analytical stuff that they don't really go into too much. But yeah, overall, I guess the book is really fascinating. The author doesn't keep out his politics too much. He's really into the death penalty, and he mentions it a lot. But this book is like having a really intriguing conversation with one of your dad's friends or someone older who's really experienced. It's very fascinating stuff, learning about all the true crime stuff, all the serial killers and how they operate and what they do. You know, some of the killers I recognize, some are more famous than others, but he also goes into detail for the other ones. So it's a really intriguing read. He's got many books out there. I'm definitely going to check out the other two that are available from my library on audiobook. So I give Mindhunter a 3.5 out of 5.